Hello YouTube, I am Little M and this video is about the starters in Raid Shadow Legend, what I picked and what you should or shouldn't be picking as your starter. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate that. If you haven't tried Raid before, you can use my link to download the game and start with a legendary champion, Karato. You also get all of these amazing epics within the first week. You also have 24 hours to use one of the amazing promo codes for an extra legendary champion, but you only get to choose one, so be smart about it. I also want to give a shout out to Raid for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into it. So I want to talk a little bit about my starter, because I did, when you start the game off, these are the 4 champions you can pick from. Elaine, you can pick Kayle. I chose Kayle. We'll go through all of these, but these are the 4. You can choose Gallek or Atel. Like first, I chose it based on just what I wanted, and I thought Kayle was just a cool looking one, so I did that. I like wizards and whatnot, and he looks like that. So, but I did check out a little bit beforehand as well. It's not like I only chose because of that. So I want to go through my thought process here, why I did pick Kayle. So let's head over to Hell Hades, the website we're gonna be using today. We can go through everything there, and then that can help you decide what champions you're gonna be picking, right? So let's just take a look at all of these. So we're gonna check out Elaine first. So this is one of the starters you can pick, Elaine. Elhain, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but yeah. One of the starters in Raid Shadow Legends. She got eaten by the dragon in the opening scene, so should you revive her? Yeah, everybody got eaten, so you can only revive one. So you can only get one of these. And Elaine is all about damage, pretty capable in that field, but the issue is she does only have damage. So the thought of that is the worst of the 4. Yeah, mainly because she doesn't offer any strong debuff against enemies. Yeah, Elaine is all about the damage. So if you want to go for full nuke and don't care about anything else, yeah, sure, go for it. But I think on her own, she is not that great because she doesn't offer anything other than damage. So I think that in this game, you kind of need like debuffs and whatnot. You want something unique, and she does only offer damage, which I don't think is great. So that's why I don't recommend going for her. But if you do go for her though, I would definitely set up a team that works for her with debuffs that can take advantage of her damage. So you want to have a team to complement her damage if you go for her. But I think it's a little bit tricky because she is like not great on her own, or as good on her own as Kayle is, for example. And later on, she's just gonna fall a bit off, I think. Yeah, also this ability, I don't think it's great. Like, attacks one enemy, then all enemies, has an extra 50% chance of inflicting a critical hit, place a 30% increased crit rate buff on this champion. So you attack first and then you increase the crit rate. So that means that you have every starter has like a 50% increased attack crit rate on their second attack. But this means that you don't really want to go for 85%. Like 100% crit rate is maximum in this game with the starters, with the second attack they have. And then if you do this one, you get 30% extra, right? That's after the attack. So technically this one only needs like you get 30 plus 15, that's 45. Then you need 55% from gear, but that's like after this attack. So I guess you use this first and then you can do the value of that. That's probably gonna be like a lot of damage. So I guess it's like less crit rate gear dependent than the other ones. So that's like kind of a good thing, I guess. But yeah, overall I think Elaine is not something, at least not something I would go for. But yeah, it would definitely be fun to build around her though. So yeah, that's Elaine for you. That's one of the starters you can pick. The next one is we'll go through Kayle because that's the one I picked. Yeah, and it's like considered the best, like at least from this side as well. It says like Kayle is arguably the best starter champion in Raid Shadow Legends. Can be utilized in many areas of the game as he places poison and inflicts AoE attacks. So that's his strength, right? He has both poison, which is hard to get early game. I guess later on, I'm not sure, but they're gonna be good later on as well. Yeah, they're extremely valuable against the likes of the dragon and clan boss and arena opponents. So just overall, also have a higher rating than the other ones. So 3.5 right? And yeah, let's take a look at his abilities. So he has, his first attack has a 80% chance of placing a 2.5% poison for 2 turns. So that is 2.5% of max health, I think. So against high HP ones, you're gonna hit for no matter what, right? So he just push tender damage is just very good, I think. And also has a good AoE attack here. Only needs 85% crit rate on your gear, remember that. Also fills the turn meter by 25% for each enemy kill. So that means that you can attack faster, right? And Disintegrate is also a poison attack. So this is what makes Kale really good. Yeah, just so strong and really cool looking. I think they have some good art for him as well. But yeah, so Kale, I think just a good choice right now. Let's take a look at the next one you can choose. That is Galek. Yeah, strong looking fella here. He does have some debuff, so a little bit better than Elaine, but doesn't offer a lot more, right? The more popular rare choice tend to be Kale, right? And AoE attacker, it's all about Kale. And here's, they're naming Aethel, which is actually, like, I'm not gonna talk about Aethel right now, but we're talking about Galek, right? Galek has just a basic attack here, cross slash, attacks all enemies here, and then he places a 30% increased speed buff on this champion, so can attack a little bit quicker again, and has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased defense debuff, and also has a 30% chance of placing a 60% decreased debuff for defense. So this one requires him to have someone else to debuff as well, right? Because if the target has 2 or more, it says here, then you get a higher chance or a higher decreased defense. So you kind of have to have a good team set around Galek, I think, to make full use of him. I think you can do that if you want to go for that, but then you have to have like some sort of debuff team early on. I'm not sure how you would do it, but we can take a look at the buffs and debuffs. So if you want to go for that one, then you can do maybe play like a tank in your team with where was it? I think he has provoke provoke here. So this is a debuff that forces him to attack your tank, right? So that I think like something like that could be good with him. Just give him free range to attack, and it also like you need one more debuff though, so maybe like a weaken together with that or something like that, or stun, something like that you can probably do with him. But I think it's a lot harder to set up for him than it is for Kale. So I wouldn't go for Galek, but if you want to do that, I think you still can. I don't think it's a big deal. So let's take a look at Aethel as well. So Aethel is probably the second I would pick, right? A long feud with Kale because she is one of the available starter. Yeah, however, overshadowed by Kale. It's a strong rare if you don't want to pick Kale, they say here. So looking at the rating here, like she is an overall 3, but I compare these stats here and it's not that bad. She is actually better in like Fire Knight, I think. There's definitely some areas Aethel outshines Kale, so you can definitely consider her. I think it's not a bad choice. She has a good weaken debuff, 75% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns, which I think is great. And also has like a self-increase attack, and later on you can increase your defense if your HP is less than 50%. So she is a little bit more sturdy than Kale. Has the same AoE-ish attack, straight out damage there. So I definitely think you can pick Kale if you want to, but if you want to min-max, you're definitely going to be going for Kale, not Aethel, right? So I think that's like my thoughts on, let's play a little bit with Kale. I'll show you Kale. So let's go over to the game. So let's go to battle here. Yeah, feel free to check out the game. Use the download link. I would appreciate if you did that. That helps me out. Yeah, let's go to campaign here. Let's just play. I'll show you Kale abilities. Let's do a boss battle. You can only do, let's only do Kale. Okay, we're autoing here. Yeah, so that was just the AoE. It just kills everything here. And then we can just, like obviously I'm level 40, they're level 2 here. So, but it's just mostly just a show off. This is just a basic attack you can use every turn. And it has a poison attack on it as well. So it's good against higher HP mounts, or mounts I'm saying, yeah. So yeah, let's do this one. Attacks 4 times at random. Has a 40% chance of placing. See if we can hit some poison here. So we got 2 poison there on him. Like obviously his HP is very low here, but it's mostly just a show off Kale's attacks. So it's just a very strong starter you can use. So yeah, I would definitely pick, if I would pick again, I would pick Kale. I think it's just the strongest one. But it's up to you. Overall, you should just pick the one you want to play. I don't think you should care about what I say or anyone else. If you want to play Aethel, play Aethel. If you want to play Gallic, play Gallic. I think you can still do fine. You get a lot of champions as you go, and I think it's up to you. Just pick whatever you want and build your team around it. But yeah, I think it's a lot easier to build around Kill. So I think it's just a little bit better overall. But yeah. So that's it. So that's my thoughts on who you should pick as your starter in Raid. Please let me know in the comment section what you guys thought about it. Don't forget to download Raid using my link to start with the legendary champion Karato, and you'll get all of these amazing epics in your first week. Don't forget to use one of the amazing promo codes within 24 hours for one extra legendary champion. Remember, you only get to pick one. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks to Raid for sponsoring me. Take care everyone. Have a good one. Bye bye.